Are you curious about Rolex? Did you know that there are 4 greatest innovations that they've done since over 100 years ago? Since its founding year in 1905 by Hans Wilsdorf and his brother-in-law Alfred Davis, Rolex has continuously pushed the boundaries of innovation. However, many of these innovations have extended far beyond the watch community, leaving a significant impact on the world at large. In this video, we'll delve into 4 instances where Rolex changed the world with their watch innovations. And if you stick around until the end, we'll explore a captivating story involving one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century and his connection to Rolex. Can you guess who I'm referring to? Without further delay, let's dive into today's video. Number 1. The world's first waterproof and dustproof wristwatch. Imagine a picturesque scene. It's a beautiful summer day and you're on the beach gazing out at the water. You don't hesitate to keep your watch on your wrist because it's a waterproof timepiece. However, prior to 1926, this would have been unthinkable until Rolex introduced its first groundbreaking innovation. In 1926, Rolex unveiled the Oyster, the world's first waterproof and dustproof wristwatch. This pioneering timepiece coined the term Oyster, which now signifies waterproofness across numerous Rolex models. In 1927, Rolex founder Hans Wilsdorf famously provided British swimmer Mercedes Gleitze with one of the earliest Rolex Oysters to wear around her neck during her attempt to swim across the English Channel. Though Mercedes didn't achieve her desired outcome and was pulled from the channel half unconscious, the Rolex remained impeccably accurate and completely dry on the inside. The Oyster design remains integral to many Rolex watches today, notably the Day-Date and the Datejust. Number 2. The first ever automatically changing date function. Speaking of the Datejust, it played a pivotal role in Rolex's next significant innovation. When considering the most prominent and useful watch complications, the date complication immediately comes to mind. In 1945, Rolex introduced the Datejust, featuring the first ever automatically changing date function powered by the newly released caliber 740 movement. The date window positioned at the 3 o'clock position on the right edge of the dial was a deliberate choice, ensuring visibility when wearers raised their left-hand worn watches to check the time, allowing the date to peek out from underneath their sleeve. This design format has endured and remains ubiquitous to this day. Undoubtedly, the Rolex Datejust is a legendary timepiece. To add to the allure of this story, I'm actually wearing a Rolex Datejust 1601 on my wrist as I recount it. Number 3. A timepiece that could withstand water pressure up to 100 meters. While creating a waterproof watch posed its own challenge, achieving a timepiece that could withstand water pressure up to 100 meters presented an entirely different hurdle. Nonetheless, Hans Wilsdorf was unwavering in his determination to accomplish this feat. In 1954, Rolex introduced the Submariner, marking another significant achievement for the brand. Collaborating with René-Paul Jeanneret, a Rolex board member and avid scuba diver, the Submariner underwent rigorous testing under extreme conditions, including dives to depths up to 100 meters. Remarkably, the watch effortlessly passed these tests, thanks in part to its newly developed twin-lock crown system. The Rolex Submariner, since its launch in 1954, has attained iconic status. It's been featured in James Bond movies and adorned the wrists of numerous celebrities and influential figures in pop culture. These associations have solidified its place as an enduring icon in the world of horology. Number 4. The dual time zone requirement with a 24-hour hand and a rotating bezel. In 1954, Rolex accomplished yet another milestone with the release of another iconic timepiece, further solidifying the year's significance in the brand's history. The renowned Pan Am Airlines sought a reliable watch capable of displaying multiple time zones simultaneously to assist their pilots during transatlantic flights. Rolex responded to this request with the GMT Master, specifically the GMT Master Reference 6542. This innovative watch fulfilled the dual time zone requirement by incorporating a 24-hour hand and a rotating bezel. By synchronizing the 24-hour hand with a regular 12-hour hand and adjusting the bezel accordingly, wearers could easily set the watch to the primary time zone while displaying the secondary time zone. Despite emerging in the same year as the Rolex Submariner, the GMT Master often receives less recognition. However, its legacy and impact are undeniable, making it one of Rolex's best-selling watches of all time. The remarkable achievement of Rolex in 1947 is a pivotal year in the history of watchmaking, marked by a significant milestone achieved by Hans Wilsdorf, the visionary founder of Rolex. Picture this. After years of meticulous craftsmanship and unwavering dedication to precision, Rolex proudly unveiled its 100,000th officially certified chronometer. Now, what does it mean to be officially certified as a chronometer? Well, it's not just about telling the time accurately. It's about setting the gold standard for precision timekeeping. Imagine a watch that not only keeps time, but does so with unparalleled accuracy, like clockwork, pun intended. Back in those days, achieving such a feat was akin to scaling Mount Everest without modern climbing gear. It required sheer determination, ingenuity, and a touch of magic. Now, let's talk about the significance of this milestone. In an era where technology was still in its infancy, compared to today, creating a timepiece that could meet the rigorous standards of chronometer certification was nothing short of miraculous. It's like building a spaceship with a slide rule instead of a computer. Yet, against all odds, Rolex not only met, but exceeded these standards, cementing its reputation as a pioneer in the world of horology. But the story doesn't end there. This achievement wasn't just about making watches, it was about pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. It was a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Now, Hans Wilsdorf, being the proud person he was, wanted to celebrate this achievement in a big way. He thought, who better to appreciate this milestone than someone really important? And who was more important in the 20th century than Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Britain? So Hans Wilsdorf decided that the 100,000th Rolex should go to Churchill as a gift. This special watch was no ordinary timepiece. It was an Oyster perpetual Datejust made of 18-karat gold, with a unique fluted bezel and a stunning white dial. And to add even more elegance, it had a Jubilee bracelet. When Churchill received the gift, he was thrilled. He sent a letter back to Hans Wilsdorf expressing his gratitude. He said he was eagerly waiting to receive the watch and appreciated the kind gesture. But Churchill being Churchill, he had his own unique requests. He wanted the gold case of the watch to be in rose color, and he also wanted his coat of arms engraved on the back. He even sent a copy of his coat of arms along with his request. So, you see, it was a legendary watch for a legendary man. And it's amazing to think about the history behind it. Even now, wearing a Rolex Datejust feels special because of stories like this. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which innovation by Rolex do you think had the biggest impact? And also, what's your favorite Rolex watch? Let's keep the conversation going. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on fashion, watches, and men's lifestyle. Join us on this journey, and until next time, take care.